Hey guys, thanks again for stepping in to cover while I'm gone this coming week. I'm going to walk through some things to do while I'm gone. I wanted to show you first in the broccoli, you can see this little caterpillar. I've been noticing caterpillars in the broccoli since yesterday. There's another one. I am going to go through and just hand pick and smash. I'm not showing you the smashing part. Hand pick and smash the ones that I'm finding. And I am going to spray today with BT. On the same goes for the cabbage, especially the cabbage which is closest to me in bed. What is that, 15. I'm noticing some caterpillars there too. I did want to show you, here's one. So if you're here and you just want to like walk around, see if you see any caterpillars in here and just pick them off and smash them. But I did want to show you, you can see the poop in the plants. So you know that there's like, see that there. So usually you can see the little holes, and then if you see the poop and you look around, you're gonna find a caterpillar somewhere. So I'll show you over here on the cabbage. So you can see like right down in there, you see that? That's a sign that there are caterpillars somewhere. So like I said, I'll spray this all with BT, but usually that takes a couple rounds and it doesn't always get all the caterpillars. So just keep an eye out for that. I also noticed that this cabbage has aphids, so you can see right down here. I will spray for that today as well. Okay, so that's that part. I'm gonna leave some garlic in the greenhouse, and we'll plant garlic in bed 17 and bed 23. Now this bed I've gone through and kind of broken up all the big clumps of dirt that were there from when the sweet potatoes were growing, but bed 23 I did not. Both beds have compost in them, and I'm gonna put in some slow release fertilizer in here too, I think, before I have you plant. I still need to look this up, but I'm pretty sure last year we did 7 rows in here, which seems like a lot, but I'm pretty sure we did 1 down the middle and then 3 rows on each side. And I will mark down how deep to plant them. Just make sure it's the pointy end up. And I think we put them down like a couple of inches. You want maybe like an inch over the top. I'll look that up just to make sure that I'm saying that right. So both beds, hopefully I'll have enough garlic. But if for some reason I run out, just get done what you can and I'll finish it up when I get back. And here we can keep harvesting on the peppers. I probably will go through and harvest today. Like that's a pretty good size one. And I think this weekend it's supposed to get chilly, in the 40s even. So I'm not sure how these peppers are gonna fare. Who knows? They might be dead. If they're dead, just pull them out. But then there's also arugula in this bed. So you can always go through and trim out some of the bigger leaves of arugula. Keep harvesting on the Swiss chard in this bed, the mustard greens here. I've been harvesting some of these bigger leaves of the cabbage in this row and this row. Again, we'll have to just look and make sure that there's no aphids on the bottom. And if you see them, you can just rinse them off after you've harvested. We can keep harvesting the kale. This kale in the middle had aphids and I've sprayed a couple times, so just keep an eye on that. This bed 22 and 12, I think it is. We sowed spinach, but I think it was just too early and too hot. I did get this shade cloth because I thought that might help aid in germination, but I just put it on a couple days ago, so we might just have to go through here and re-sow. It kind of just depends on what the weather's like next week. It seems like it's, you know, getting more mild, so maybe we can just take the shade cloth off. I guess if the days are only the highs in like the 70s, we could probably just re-sow the spinach and take it off. But if it's going to be hot, maybe we keep it on. So that's something we'll just have to judge next week. But I would like to get these beds re-sowed or re-sown. I don't know which is the correct one. Next week. We can keep harvesting the collards. These we can harvest just the bigger leaves along the bottom, and same with these over here. And some of this I might get done today, so if you come by and you're like, oh, this doesn't look like it needs harvested, it's just because I did it. So let's see what else is on my list. We can thin some seedlings. The beets, they're still pretty little, but we can go through here and thin the beet seedlings. We probably want one every inch or two, maybe one every couple of inches actually. And there's hibiscus, which we can harvest. You would just harvest some of the bigger pods, or not pods, I don't know what you technically call these things. Like this size right here. It's a bigger one. And you just peel off the red part, all the red part on the outside, and then you should just be left with the seed on the inside. Okay, let me look at my list. So for watering, I'm gonna have the irrigation set up to come on maybe once every, it's not gonna be that hot, so maybe just once every 3 days or 4 days even. So that means we'll have to water the beds that we're still waiting on things to germinate. So that's bed 2 outside the fence. It'll be 17 and 23 after the garlic has been planted. I also have some stuff waiting to germinate in bed 19, bed 12 and 22 once we re-sow the spinach. And let's say 2, 17, 18. I'm just making sure I said all. I think so. So those are the beds. We're just waiting on stuff to germinate. So we'll have to just water those beds daily. And you can just put in the, right now that yellow sprinkler head is attached to the hose, and you can just drag that around to each of the beds if the irrigation isn't coming on that day. What else? I think that's about it. I'll mark down anything extra in the greenhouse, and since there's going to be one person here pretty much every day I'm gone, you can just maybe mark down on a piece of paper what got done and what didn't. That way the next day the next person comes in, they kind of know what to look for and what to do. Anyways, just let me know if you guys have any questions while I'm gone. I might not be able to respond like right away if you call or text. But if you need anything urgent, I'm gonna send my boss, Lori Bell, I'm gonna send her email and her telephone number in case you need to get a hold of her while I'm gone. But thanks again, and I hope it's a good week. Talk to you soon. Bye.